What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and I'm a little sick. I apologize. I definitely got some commentaries and stuff I got to talk about. I got Ruby to PAX, but this is an insane comeback, and stay till the end for probably my best knife clip. But this is Blue Uzi comeback hype. There they go. Only use me blade. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE, and this commentary is going to be about Jimmy motherfucking Kimmel. To me, Jimmy Kimmel is the man, the sidekick to Adam Carolla on The Man Show. The Man Show was the shit. The Juggies for the win, big titties. But Jimmy Kimmel does a show on ABC, a little late night show. And I don't really watch the late night TV, but he's cool. I like him better than Jimmy Fallon. Shoot me for that. I think Jimmy Fallon laughs at all his own jokes. But there's been a lot of conflict in the world of gaming. Oh my gosh. When in the whole scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. But this guy needs to sit. Why are you trying to knife me, son? I hate knifers, man. Knifers are the worst. The irony. Anyways, he made some comments on his show about the YouTube gaming platform. So YouTube gaming is like basically like Twitch, but YouTube's version of it, whatever you want to say. And so he, on his show, he's talking about YouTube gaming, and he's like, this is ridiculous. Why are people watching why are people watching other people play video games? That's really, really stupid, and he doesn't understand it. And after he said this, a lot of people in the gaming community, in our community, whatever you want to call it, were fucking flippant, man. They were pissed. They wanted him to die. They wanted him to go fuck a geese or something. They were furious. They were mad. Like, how could you dare disparage what we do? And this isn't going to be popular. I don't care. I'm on Jimmy's side on this. Okay? Whenever someone asks me what I do, I have a really tough time explaining it. I've been doing it for over 6 years, okay? The concept of playing video games, putting on YouTube, or playing video games on Twitch, or YouTube Gaming, or MLG, or Hitbox, or StreamMe, or whatever. Basically, other people watching video game content is such a weird thing. It is such a weird thing, and I kind of want to hold on to the amateurism part of it, because I think that as soon as you go, nope, this isn't weird, this is totally normal, this is my job, I need to work this shit like a job, blah, 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 I think you lose touch with reality. Because this is ridiculous. You sitting here watching me, I know we've been doing it for lots of years, I fucking hate knifers. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I feel that once you let go of that feeling, once you just feel like this is a legit job. My take on it is like this. If I make enough videos, if I stream enough, if I keep it real enough with you guys, the monetary part of it will just happen. And I know it's a really, really weird hippie-ish way to think about it, but that's the way I think about it. Now, other people that make fucking 15 videos a day and stream for fucking 80 hours a week or whatever, I'm not knocking their hustle, man. I'm not knocking their hustle. I'm not knocking it. What I'm saying is this. It's fucking knifers! You have to understand that this is a really ridiculous thing. And you also have to understand people on the outside looking in, man. If I showed you a really, really odd concept, you'd be like, that's fucking weird. Okay, that's super weird. You guys can't even deal with the fact that there are girls that play video games. You guys, what? The girls that play video games, what? So, if you look at a guy like Jimmy Kimmel, and you look at him, and he's a troll, and he even admits that he's a troll in one of his videos when he's talking about this gaming stuff, you have to understand that from an outsider who's not into video games, or an outsider that doesn't know about streaming or YouTube videos or whatever, it's gotta look fucking weird. And the last part, this is more of a conspiracy theorist part of it. I think that he completely knows what the fuck this is going on. I think he completely knows about streaming. I think he knows everything about this. I think he knows everything about it, right? I think that this was a promotional thing for YouTube gaming. That's just my thought, okay? Because think about it, YouTube gaming came out, people were like, okay, this is cool, we're going to check it out. We didn't really think about it. Now, the big hoopla is Jimmy Kimmel talks shit about YouTube gaming. Oh my god, burn him at the stake. It's like, I think Jimmy Kimmel worked with YouTube. It's like, hey, listen, YouTube's like, hey, Jimmy, check this out. So, our fans get butthurt at the smallest little thing, okay? Do a little segment on your show, talking shit about it, and I guarantee you'll get fucking tons of material. Because we're going to give you material, because think about it, Jimmy Kimmel, as of lately, he's been known for the celebrities read mean comments. So, he talks shit about this YouTube gaming thing, and now he has like 3 or 4 videos reading mean comments, and it's just like the one thing about the YouTube gaming scene or whatever is that the people that are in it are just kind of toxic, and it's a bad look, man. It's a bad look. Even though you might not agree with Jimmy Kimmel, telling him to die in a fire is not really the best look for our scene, but it is what it is. We're gamers, we love tits, and, you know, fuck you, Jimmy Kimmel! That's just kind of my take on it, man. You have to realize that, you know, this shit's incredible, this is amazing, but outsider looking in, looks a little weird. Peace, buckries, bye. What's up, guys? So it's been a long week, and to celebrate this long week of after the whole roofie incident, I can't roofie myself from a sealed bottle. We are going to be doing some drunk streaming over on the Stream Me. Blade, cut your fingernails. I get it. I know. Where's your priorities, you fucking alcoholic fuck? Got a little bit of Jaeger. Got some Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire. And we're going to be streaming over on Stream Me. Guys, I cannot drunk stream over on Twitch. We do it over on the Stream Me. That's what that's for. So, get your ass in there. Steffi Jade hype? Hopefully. Hello, people. My name is ONLYUSemeBLADE. And we are going to be smoking some Chiba. I'm going to show you what I got, alright? Got a bunch of fucking weed. Went to the dispensary. It's legal to smoke where I'm at. We got D blueberry. We got a lot of weed. But this weed right here, this shit right here, this shit looks so motherfucking beautiful. I don't know if you can really see that or whatever. But we got a bunch of weed. We got a bunch of swishers. We got a little bottle of Vega. And we have a little bottle of Fireball. And we're doing what's called the drunk stream. On Stream Me. Get over there now. Enjoy the hype. We can do whatever we want on Stream Me. It's dope. I stream on Twitch, stream gameplay on Twitch, and I stream Calamity Jenkins craziness. I won't get roofied. Let's get into it. Hello! The end to your Labor Day weekend. I got you covered. I got this really good fire weed called White Fire. We're going to smoke a blunt or 2 of that. And I got the Fireball on sale. So you too can witness the drunk stream. If not, why'd you click on the video? Hype, 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 hype. Search and Destroy on the AW. How's it going, guys? ONLYUSemeBLADE, and we're going to get into this game of Search and Destroy. Actually, this is the second round, and right now what we're going to do is we're going to shoutcast. So I got that all purple, look like a big old grape, fat grape, lose some weight blade. Oh my god, run up the stairs. Let's get that super fast mode on, that overclock. Not that overclock, we're not playing Black Ops 3, we're playing that Advanced Warfare. I still like Advanced Warfare. You, on the ground, stay there. Think about that with that spike drone in your mouth. Go! Okay, so we got that one guy. Okay, you know what? And that guy over there, he needs to sit down. He needs to sit down. Rank number 15. That's the new age consent for the hype. It's not age consent for sex. It's age consent for the hype. You can be 15. You can actually be younger than 15 or older than 15. That guy, he needs to get that spike drone, but he doesn't get it. He's unwilling. He's not consenting to the hype. And you know what? He wants a hug. But fuck you. Fuck hugs. And then, now, okay, supply drop. I don't need supply drops. And that guy. So, sit down. Let's get into the game. Let me clear my throat. We got the A-dub Search and Destroy hype. What's up, guys? ONLYUSemeBLADE. Only use me blade. Guys like that deep voice, that vagina rocker, sit on the speaker, get off. As I go off, as I play this Search and Destroy, as I play the A-dub. I get it. Some people don't like A-dub. I think it's fucking dope. Whatevers. So, I'm moving. And see, here's the way it works, guys. You guys have been asking for a setup video, and normally I don't do a setup video until I'm about to leave the place, because I'm a procrastinator, and that's just how things go down. This is Advanced Warfare Search and Destroy game. I think I get 17 kills, make some people sit down. There's even an AFK guy, and he is away from the life, because I murdered him in cold blood. But yeah, so I'm moving. So I currently live, the double sit down. I currently live in the Seattle area. I'm not going to say my exact location. Can't be showing up on the radar for you stockheads. But yeah, so I live in the Seattle area, and I got this notice about. It's actually been a while since I got it, but basically my apartment complex gave me and my roommate basically said, "Hey, you gotta go. You got to go. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Fuck you." Literally, it said "fuck you" on the. It's not an eviction notice. Basically, what's going on is a little quadrant of our apartment complex. Everyone has to move out, and we're all on month to month. If you guys don't know how apartment leases work, a lot of times you sign like either a 6-month or a 1-year lease or whatever, and then after that you kind of go month to month, just to kind of see how things are going on. You know, just kind of friend zone it a little bit, kind of just just chill, just don't want to put any labels on it. I know we live here, but don't want to put any labels on it. And they're redoing the entire section, and so everyone's got to go. Fire sale. Get your blunderbuss. Anyways, yeah, so we gotta go. And I've been looking at places, and it's interesting. Now, like I said before, normally when I do a setup video, I do it right before I have to move out of the place that I just moved into. But I think what I'm actually going to do is I am going to do a setup video for the current place I've been staying at since December of 2014. And then after that, the whole process of moving. I'm staying in the Washington area. A lot of you guys, the two most biggest questions that I get, one of them is something that is my fault. You guys asked for that Sunday chill commentary. You know what, guys? I really haven't been chill. Blade hasn't had that chill bug. You know what I mean? I forget to smoke weed. Sometimes I'm too lazy to roll a blunt, and that's what I need. That's my medicine. And you fucking dirty pothead hippie Blade. But I haven't really been doing Sunday chill commentaries, and that's got to change. I apologize about that. The other thing is, people say, "Where the hell is the Bad Kid Cast?" And move back to Buffalo, Blade. Move back to Buffalo. Why don't you move back to Buffalo? Make the Bad Kid Cast and make me happy. It's like, well, I understand that a lot of people. See, the Bad Kid Cast is an interesting group of people. The people that are really, really passionate about the Bad Kid Cast. Let me know why, or if, or are you, or is you, or have you ever been a fan of the Bad Kid Cast? For whatever reason, there's not a lot of you. There's a lot of you guys in the whole scheme of things, but there's not the biggest percentage of you guys are fans of the Bad Kid Cast. But the people that are fans of the Bad Kid Cast are like, "This is the greatest thing ever." So, while Keem's doing his drama alert and I'm doing my YouTube and my Twitch, we are separated by an entire nation of hype. But no, I'm not going back to Buffalo. And I've talked to Keem, and he's not moving to Seattle. So Bad Kid Cast it's never going to end. It's like a glorious unicorn of hype that's never going to end. But I'm not moving to Buffalo. The winters there sucked. The only thing to do there is drink. And even though I still partake in a little bit of drinking here and there, I am trying to stay away. Sit down. I'm trying to stay away from all that. I'm trying to stay away from that scene. But, whatevs. So yeah. I am moving. I actually kind of found a place, and this is actually going to be the first time that I'm going to be moving into a place and have my old place still, because I want to be able to clean up and get my fatty deposit. You guys, just like there are groups of people that I'm interested in the comments. Write this down. What level of Blade, or what type of Blade fan are you? Are you the commentary Blade fan? Are you the gun game reaction Blade fan? Are you the Sunday Chill commentary Blade fan? Are you a Twitch streaming Blade fan? Are you a drunk stream Blade fan? Are you a Twitter Blade fan? Are you a Pinterest Blade fan? Are you a Bad Kid Cast Blade fan? How are you a viewer? That's my curious thing. What do you guys need from me to make sure that you are motherfucking happy? That's my question to you. And also, I don't know what's been going on, but I've been getting this weird thing where there's like an update. Oh yeah, and also you should do the thing. You should like unsubscribe and resubscribe and do the thing where you get notifications when I actually do make a video, so don't get lost in the sea of shitty videos. If that kind of makes sense. I'll remember to put directions on what you need to do in order to. There's like this little bell. Like if you go on like the app on your phone, there's like this little bell when you go to my channel that's basically saying, you know what? When Blade uploads video, fucking I want singing her sriracha band. That sounds super racist that I compared a singing Mexican band to sriracha sauce. Sriracha mayo is bomb. Just saying, just put that out there. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm moving. Expect setup videos. Expect streamage. I'm actually going to be streaming over on Twitch and StreamMe. Definitely follow me over on StreamMe. Definitely follow me over on Twitch. ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Peace and but great. You got me feeling the machines. That's how I sing. Fuck you, phone. Ruin the commentary. Do it over again. Bye now. Mouse click. Only use me blade. What's up, guys? Only use me blade. This is some Black Ops 3, either team deathmatch, kill confirm, team deathmatch. Boom. Read it right there, right on the screen. I'm the CDP versus the Black Ops. I make a lot of comparisons from females to Call of Duty, and that's kind of sad, but let's keep those comparisons. So, the one slut of a Call of Duty is literally the one I hate the most, which is Modern Warfare 3. Now, this isn't, I don't want this to be some kind of argument of Modern Warfare 3 was great, or Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was a downfall of Call of Duty, or they really haven't made a good Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, or Black Ops was amazing. No, I didn't like this one. Ghost killed the friend. It's like, no, I don't want those arguments. I don't want those arguments. Those arguments are old and stale. But the reason why I am comparing this to little MW3, which is my least favorite, and this isn't a negative commentary. This is actually positive, and hopefully this changes the scenario of things. Sit the fuck down, speed kill. But yeah, so Modern Warfare 3 was the first game that I got early. That's the reason why I'm making comparisons between this and that. Ghost, I got to play early at a multiplayer event where Activision flew me down and played. I'm not bragging, just saying what happened. Ghost and Modern Warfare 3 are my least favorite Call of Duties. Okay, both of them are ones I got to play early, and both of them are the only ones where I got like a special edition. I was fortunate enough to snag a Juggernog edition where you get the refrigerator, and I think the Jaeger and the Red Bull's going to go in that refrigerator, whatever. I think that'd be pretty cool with my new setup. But yeah, so most Call of Duties, I don't get to play them early. The only Call of Duties I got to play early was Modern Warfare 3 because I purchased it illegally early. It fell off the back of some bus or something and it just arrived at my house early. And then also I got to play Ghost early, and both those games I'm not a fan of. Again, I do not want arguments in the chat or the comments section about what game's better or whatever. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but I would just prefer that it not be some kind of Call of Duty war shit going on. So, not only, if history repeats itself, not only do, when I get to play Call of Duty early, I tend not to like it. Not because I play it more or whatever, that's just the way it worked out. And also, when I get a special edition of a game, I tend to also not like it. So, those two things are setups for bad times with Black Ops 3. I was able to get the Juggernaut edition. I was able to play early on the beta. I'm excited. If anybody asks, I'm going to get it for both systems, but I'm going to primarily play it for the PS4 because the PS4 seemed like it played a lot smoother. Remember, I'm not a console fanboy. I'm a Call of Duty fanboy. But getting to play this was fucking dope, and I wish I could have played it more, and there's nothing sadder than when the Xbox One version ended, and I miss playing it, and I want to play it, and I think it's going to be a fucking great year. of the Call of Duty. I think the new fresh start with my new place, along with a brand new good quality game. I think Treyarch has taken the reign as the king of the Call of Duty makers, so it's going to be a fucking good year. I like Advanced Warfare a lot, but remember, I'm a knifer and I'm fucking weird. And games that I like, the reasons why I like games might be the reasons why you dislike them. I really liked Black Ops 1 because it basically, with the hit detection, was horrible, and it took about 10,000 bullets to kill, but it still wasn't knife kill. So, can't wait to get it. Can't wait to get all my proper setup as far as my creative class and stuff like that. Hopefully the Tomahawks are better. Hopefully they have some gun game. Just saying, because the gun game reactions are dope. A lot of people asked me in yesterday's video, like, why don't you do gun game reactions? People don't talk on the mics, man. People don't play, they don't talk on the mics. The best gun game reactions came from Black Ops 1, because during Black Ops 1 time, you actually lost something if you lost. So, ONLYUSemeBLADE, peas, buckeries, mouse click. Oh, the fucking adjective I wanted to use. Is the pussy still good if she lets you hit it in the bathroom at the restaurant? That's what it's like, because we got this early. I want to make a whole commentary about that. Bah, shit, bye. Bad commentary. Hello, what's up, guys? ONLYUSemeBLADE. Really super late. It's like 2 in the morning on the West Coast. I am moving out of my place, but we are going to have 2 beautiful ladies on here. I got the Fireball. I got the Jaeger. Yes, it's a drunk stream. So come over, donate for shots, do what you do. Link in the description. This is on Stream Me. Yeah, so see you guys over there. Deuces. Alright. So before I get into this isn't some pity party or anything like that. I'm not expecting you guys to feel sorry or whatever. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just explaining my situation and basically actions. You can talk all you want. Like, that's why I hate when people sit around and they talk about doing this, talk about doing that, and they never do anything, right? So I'm just letting you guys know my plan of attack, my situation. Again, this isn't a pity party. This isn't a feel sorry for me situation. Whatever, okay? I have a drinking problem. When I drink in excess. Most people don't. Prior to about a year and a half ago, they just thought that I like to go out and get wasted. Hang out with friends, get wasted. Whatever, right? And my thing is that when I drink in excess. I don't wake up and go, man, I really need, this is water, by the way. Man, I need a fucking beer or a dog of the hair or whatever. Normally I drink like once a week, maybe twice a week, and just feel like absolute death. I'm 32 years old. I've been drinking since I was about 25 or 26. Really didn't drink in high school, whatever. But pretty much I pour Jaeger bombs, drink screwdrivers. Lately I've been on this Fireball tip, whatever. And most of you guys used to know me as the dude that stabbed people when they knifed them. And lately, over the last year, because I've been doing what's called drunk streaming, where I sit in front of the computer and people donate money for me to take shots, and I take shots and I get stupid, and it's a shit show, and it's, you know, pretty much in the community, instead of being the fucking chill dude that has a crazy outlook on life, that plays Call of Duty in a certain way and makes Sunday show commentaries and gun game reactions or whatever commentaries, interesting points of views. I'm not that anymore. I am known as a fucking drunk. And I'm tired of the hangovers. And every relationship that I've ever had with the ladies, whatever, it's ended because of booze. It's ended because when I drink, I go ham. I don't have a couple drinks and chill. I have 20, 30 shots, and I get completely I black out every time I drink. And I always thought that that was what drinking is, and apparently it's not. Apparently that's a bad thing. A lot of people are like tell me, they're like, dude, you're fucking awesome, bro. You're the coolest. But when you drink, you're an asshole. Now I'm not a fighty drinker. I don't like, if I was a fighty drinker, I'd probably be in prison. Just saying. Or in jail or locked up or whatever. I'm not a fucking angry drunk. When I drink to celebrate having an awesome time. But I know myself. Even when I'm with friends, they're just like, dude, when you drink, you go ham. There's nothing there. It's 0 to 100 real quick. So now that you guys understand that, and now that I see myself, here's the thing, like, technically I was drinking alone, which is crazy. I'm justifying it by saying that I'm in a Skype call, or I'm streaming to a couple hundred people, and so I'm not alone. But I was drinking alone. And then I try to justify it by saying, okay, from here on out, if we do drunk streams, I'm going to do it with people, with my IRL friends. We're going to fucking take the thing, we're going to do that. And this is honest truth. The only time I really drink is when I do it for the entertainment on the streaming services, on Stream Me. But I've lost a lot, and I've lost a lot of really, really, really good relationships because of booze. So now, we know that. What do we do? I'm moving. So when I'm going to move, the place I'm moving to has a basketball court. It has a gym. It has 7 miles of hiking trails. It's got a pool. And I got to take advantage of that. You know what I mean? I see a lot of YouTubers that started at the same time after me or whatever, and they've risen through the ranks, and all I've really been doing is just kicking it, got the Peter Pan syndrome, you know? Got the just don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid. And you know, if I was like 20 years old, it would be one thing. But I mean, I did get a late start. I didn't start drinking until I was 26 or whatever, 25, 26. But just going on too long, and amongst my peers on YouTube, people that also do YouTube, they have a way better work ethic, whereas me, you know, my hangovers are lasting 2 days, you know, and every time I do it, there's some post on something, or the guys over at PKA are, you know, saying, oh my god, look what this dude did, and you know, there's all these gifs going around of some stupid shit that I did when I was drinking, and I don't want to be that guy, you know? All my friends have gotten girlfriends and gotten married and are starting to have kids and are owning houses and being adults. And I'm still in kid mode. So now that you know all that stuff, you guys probably knew that, or a gist of it, or whatever. And also, I want to make sure that I never drink because I'm having a bad day. It's not a depressant. I drink because I like to party. Because getting really, really, really fucked up is fun as shit for me. The problem is I keep on going. Like, if there's like this, if this is my happy center, it's like, poke. Okay, that feels good. Let's just fucking keep on poking, and then it's like, ah. Alright, so now you know. Now, what do? We just fucking knock it the fuck off. That's it. I don't do drugs. I smoke pot, and that's good. Smoking pot is actually good for me, dude. Like, it is. And I'm prescribed weed. I live in a state where weed is legal. That the weed's never done me wrong. Weed's never done me wrong at all. The only adverse part of it is that the actual smoking of it could be bad for like your lungs or whatever, because I smoke blunts. But besides that, the weeds always calm me the fuck down, chill me the fuck out. That's why I'm such a chill individual. But I'm not chill. I'm Baby Huey. I'm fucking crazy when I'm drunk. I drop the N-word when I'm drunk. And I'm not racist at all. I'm not. Any way for me to justify that would be silly, because it's like, you know, I have black friends. I've dated black females before. I'm not racist. And I know that sounds just me being defensive about it. A lot of people are going to be like, well, if you say that shit, sober thoughts are you know, drunk words or sober thoughts, stuff like that. The thing is I don't say anything negative about black people. That's not what it is. It's just like when you know, when I stub my toe when I'm hammered, I say the N-word, and it's not fucking good. And I'm here to admit that. You know, it's not cool. And also, there's going to be some people that have already written me off. There are going to be some people that have seen me in my drunk state and have seen me so many times in my drunk state that now their opinion of them is that I'm a fucking drunk. Okay? I have to change that. And knowing myself, what that means is that just gotta fucking stop. You know what I mean? I just gotta fucking knock it the fuck off. That's all it is. I know myself. If I have a drink, I'm gonna drink a lot and keep on taking drinks and get stupid and make an ass of myself. I'm not a mean drunk. I just... any crazy concoction that comes in my head, there's no filter and I just say it, you know? And I remember when I was in Buffalo, there was this girl, and she would oftentimes go to the same bar I go to. And I remember one time I said, hey, I'm moving back to Seattle. Goodbye. You won't have to deal with my drunk ass. Because I had been drunk so many times around her and annoyed the shit out of her, and she just thought I was like the worst person ever. And she was like, she said something that kind of hit home. She was just like, I hope you can deal with whatever demons that you have inside of you. And I was like, God, that's fucking harsh. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking harsh. And yeah, it's not really a... drinking has never been good for me. I've lost jobs because of it. I've missed important things because of it. Every relationship that I've ever lost since I started drinking, I've lost because of drinking. My last serious girlfriend, pretty much everything was fine, but she did not like me when I was drunk. And the drunk streams at first were amazing. There's people that still like them. But it's not fresh, it's not new, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, when you do it every week, like clockwork, get fucking wasted, wake up, ask people what the fuck happened, look at past broadcasts. I can't watch myself. I tried to watch a drunk stream, like a past highlight thing, and it's the most cringeworthy thing ever. So, and I'm the one that did it. So I couldn't imagine someone else who's not a drinker attempting to watch that. They'd be just disgusted and horrified. I am a funny drunk, whatever. I am super sexually aggressive, I guess you'd say. Not rapey, but like super like, hey, what's going on? Do you squirt? Let me see that. Boom. You know what I mean? It's all, it's just not good, man. it's just not good. And I'm not fucking 20 anymore. And there's this thing about me where I've said this before, there are two things that I am terrified of: dying, and almost the exact opposite, which is making a child with a woman that I hate. Like, I see all these people that have exes and stuff like that, or like divorced parents and stuff like that. I couldn't imagine, because I had this thing where if you're not in my life, I have set it up in such a way that if you're not in my life, you're just not in my life. See ya. Okay, I'm gonna go this way, you go that way, deuces. You know what I mean? I've never been one of those guys that fucking stalks their exes on social media or whatever, or like did like the drive-bys, seeing the house, seeing what they're doing. You know what I mean? That's just not me. So like, either you're with me or you're not, and that's the way. I just had to ban a person in my stream. So last night, which the reason why I'm hungover right now, last night I had a drunk stream, and the way it worked is that there is a female who lives in fucking Australia, and so worked around her time to fucking Skype screen with her, and then another girl who lives in Kansas City, her name's Allie, and so I'm sitting here and I got them on the fucking screen, and we're drinking and I'm reading the chat, and I just go fucking overboard, and you know what I mean? Like, it went from everything's cool to you took 10 too many shots and they finally hit you, now you're a complete ass. You know what I mean? I don't know where I was going with that. So I banned this guy. There's this guy, his name's Total Sickness, right? And he is the super mod. Okay? The super mod. And he, during the stream, he has me on Skype and he calls me and is like, dude, you have to end the stream. And I'm like, fuck you, right? During the stream, there was this portion of the stream earlier on, okay? And I think it was 3 hours into it, because I looked at my phone, it was 5 o'clock. I called my mom, okay? I wasn't wasted, I was just chilling, like I'm trying to maintain my composure. Every time I drink, I attempt to maintain my composure. I attempt to. I try to space it out. I don't go after it, because I know if I go after it, it's just going to be over. I try to space it out as long as possible, but the end is always destruction. So it's about 5 o'clock in the morning, right? And I call my mom, and I tell her, like, before I say this, I have a female roommate that my mom does not get along with, whatever. And so I told her, like, I looked at the clock, and I'm like, Mom, something bad happened. And she's like, what happened, Brian? And I'm like, I was sleeping on my stomach, and Jill came into my room and started dildoing my ass, like my butthole, Mom. And she was fucking freaking the fuck out. She's like, you should call the police. That's not right. That's fucking sodomy. That's rape. That's whatever. And I'm like, I don't know what I should do. And she's like, I'm going to call the police. And I'm like, whoa, Mom, stop. Mom, I apologize. This is a prank. And she was fucking pissed. Obviously. I'm not really one into getting pranked. I don't like it. We've talked about this before in the Backhead show. I don't like getting startled. I think pranks are kind of shitty because what you're doing is you're just lying to someone to try to get a reaction out of them, and it's kind of fucked up. Anyways, so that happened. Now, because that happened, I just remembered. I was like, okay, when the stream's done, I'm going to fucking go back to the archives on Stream Me, and I'm going to get it. Because that part is going to be an awesome YouTube video. It just is. It's going to be a fucking dope-ass YouTube video. Or it would have been. Sickness was trying to talk to the Stream Me people to try to get the stream shut off because it was getting really bad. I fucking hit my leg really bad, like blood everywhere. It was just not good, man. And you know, Sickness took it upon himself. He was the only person I've ever had who has access to my Twitch and my Stream Me for situations where it gets bad or whatever, right? But this dude deleted it. he deleted this. And I'm thinking, like, you've overstepped your boundaries, bro. Like, and so you know what I did is I fucking cut ties completely. Completely cut ties. He was the #1 moderator. He was in my stream more than I was. Like, this dude would hang out in my stream. He would always be first. He was the first one in, last one out. Always doing stuff like song requests. He was the main guy that would ban people if they got out of line. If I needed something, like let's say I'm fucking playing and someone asks, "Hey, how do you donate, or how do you subscribe, or a question or whatever?" Instead of repeating myself a million times on stream, Sickness would take care of it. Sickness is trying to be a global mod for Twitch, and because I felt that he overstepped his boundaries and he fucked me over, I'm able to fucking just cut him out completely, man. So there are some people that out there that just assume that I'm the world's douchiest alcoholic drunk, don't want anything to do with them. And I understand that and I accept that. I've made my bed. I've literally made my bed. And I have to deal with that. And I call it the Carlito's Way syndrome. And what I mean by that is this. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Carlito's Way, you gotta see it. But Carlito's Way, in that movie, once he starts to do right, all the stuff from his past catches up with him. Literally. And I know that's how life works. Once you start to make an effort to better yourself and change, you are going to have a lot of past shit jump up. I don't know what that stuff's going to be. It might have been something I said when I was really, really drunk to someone. Pretty much I'm going to have to pay my debts of my actions, of me getting wasted, and you typically don't have to pay them while you're currently doing that. You end up paying that later on down the line when you've been doing right. It's kind of like the guy that gets out of prison and he's doing right. The bad shit's not going to catch up to him for like another 5 years, if that kind of makes sense. So, pretty much what's going to happen is the only liquid I'm going to be drinking is water and orange juice and milk. Going to be healthier, and that's it. Because I don't like to listen to non-drinkers because I don't really get along with them, but a lot of people that know me, you know, they're giving me the hard truth. They're like, dude, if you keep on doing this, you're going to die. Simple as that. And I don't want to die. And also, I don't like receiving messages or talking to people or the look of disgust on people's faces that at one point I was held in high regard for them, but now I'm not. If we talk about just the YouTube thing, I've lost something like 20,000 subs in the last year. I've lost 20,000 subs. People just... It's the same old thing, man. I literally have people that turn off their phones on Friday nights because they know I'm going to bombard them and be obnoxious, and you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not trying to make this a pity party. I'm just trying to explain it. Nothing positive has ever come from drinking. And the only thing I can really do to stop that is to stop. I know myself. I know that when I drink in excess. Don't try to get me to go to AA meetings or any of that bullshit or whatever. You know, I have risen past the... Like, one thing I do know is that I do not drive drunk. It does not happen. I do not drive with a buzz. I do not drive drunk. And it's been like that for fucking many years. But that's not a fucking congratulations to me. You know what I mean? And I don't want anybody to be like, you know, now that I'm stopping, to be like, oh, you're so brave, Blade. You're the greatest. You're the greatest ever. It's like, no. It's doing something I have to do. I'm supposed to do. I need to do. for the betterment of me. You know what I mean? And a lot of people be like, do it for yourself. I'm like, no, we are on this earth interacting with people, and our interactions with them, you know, whether in tight quarters or long distance or whatever, our interactions with them is, and the stories that we have, our relationships that we have, that's all we really get to leave behind. We're not leaving behind money, or some people leave behind money, but like, your story is gonna get retold. At least I think mine is. I think mine is. I might be crazy. I think mine is. My story's ridiculous, dude. My story's ridiculous. And a lot of times when I meet people for the second time, they feel that the night that they had with me was so epic and so out of this world and awesome, and you make this fun connection, but I really don't remember because I was blacked out drunk. So, you make connections with people. You make relationships with people. We're not just castaway sitting on an island by ourselves. You literally make friendships, relationships, bonds, everything with people. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because that shit's fucking important. You know what I mean? That shit's fucking important. For anybody that's going to come out, you'd be like, do it for yourself, this and that. Don't worry about me. I hate when people fucking worry about me, man. I really do. It's almost like, let's say you're driving a car and there's shit wrong with it, and you know it's eventually gonna have to get fixed, but I don't really want to talk about it. Let's just keep it pushing, you know? Also, I haven't really sat down and talked to you guys in, like, for the longest, so I figured that this is me. And the only real thing I can do, instead of just talking about it, is to fucking do it. It's to fucking just do it. Okay? No more bullshit. Thing is just to do it, you know? I have some booze left over from the drunk stream, but I'm tired of being fucking hungover. I'm tired of females that I talk to that everything's going great, and as soon as I fucking get drunk and talk to them, I'm super obnoxious, super not a good person. I'm not a good fucking person when I'm wasted, but I feel like I am a good person. Does that make sense? And so this is when Peter Pan leaves Never Never Land, you know? It's when I know what I've known for years. I don't want to say I've hit rock bottom. I don't think I need to go all that way. I'm just tired of being hungover. I'm tired of ruined relationships. I'm tired of my image. And I'm tired of my shitty health because of excessive drinking. So, talked to some friends about it, and I consider the people. I have this weird thing with the YouTube crowd, guys, that a lot of you guys are like, come back, come back, come back. And, you know, when you fall into this pattern of streaming and then getting drunk once a week, sometimes twice a week, and you just don't feel like making a fucking YouTube video because the people that are still left on YouTube, I feel like they're just here to hate. Like, they're not even focused on what they're talking about. What they're doing is they're focusing on the numbers. They'll look at a fucking sub count, and they'll look at how many views I get. And I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking depressing. It really is. But the only thing I can really do to make that better is to make content. You know, there's a thing that I used to say way back in the day when people used to ask me advice, and what I would say is I'd be like, you know what, man? You need to, like, what can I do on YouTube? I was like, before you upload a YouTube video, watch it. Okay? If at any time you tune away from that shit, redo the video or change it or do whatever. And I haven't even taken my own advice, man. I literally have been making YouTube videos for the sake of making YouTube videos, and that's never what it's been about. I'm excited for Black Ops 3. I'm excited for Sunday Show commentaries. I'm excited for not feeling shitty. I'm excited to work out. I'm hung the fuck over today, and I'll probably still be hungover tomorrow because that's what happens when you get older. You get fucking 2-day hangovers with how much alcohol I drink. This isn't a pity party. This is just my relationship promise to you, the viewer. I do value the relationship between me and you. I do. I value it. Because over the years, without you, I wouldn't be able to do this job. I've worked regular jobs before. This job I prefer. But the amount of work ethic that is needed now, I haven't been putting that forward. So, all this being said, I know I took damn near half hour to get to it. Just gotta do it. You know? You just gotta do it. I have to make that change, and my promise as a relationship from me to you as a viewer is I'll make that change. Because I don't want you to sit back and be like, fuck, dude, now Blade's just a drunk. You know? Blade's just a fucking fat, fucking obnoxious drunk. And I don't want to let you down relationship-wise. I don't want any of my actual relationships in the real world being affected anymore by this. You know how many awesome people that just completely wrote me off? And rightfully so. I'm not saying they're bad for that. I would have done the same thing. If I were to get drunk with myself, i.e. like a clone or something like that, I'd find myself super fucking annoying. I find myself hilarious, but also cringeworthy. It's cringeworthy. So, that's pretty much it. I know it took a half hour to say that, whatever. I thought this was going to be like a 5-minute thing, but I haven't really sat down and talked to you guys. Yeah, so just got to change. I'm moving in like a week. New place, new beginnings. And if you're still around, thank you. And to reward you with that, I'm going to be a better, more advanced version of the person that you knew before, and just to better myself. So, ONLYUSEmeBLADE, peace and buckeries. Boom! What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE. Only use me blade. One of the things in 2 videos ago, I asked, what did you guys like? And a lot of people are like, I miss just your commentaries, bro. I miss your commentaries, man. Come on, give it to me. I need it. I need the gun game reactions. I need the commentaries. I need the Sunday chills. This is a gameplay commentary. And how that works is I take a really good game and I talk over it. And I inflate my Call of Duty ego. So I play Search and Destroy. Let's talk about Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy, in a way, is a perfect game type. At least for me. At least for what I do. I remember one time someone's like, well, he just does a knife-only Search and Destroy because it's more of like a ninja's paradise. Just to sound whore people and run around and this and that. I just find that the pacing of a Call of Duty is really, really, really important. And if a Call of Duty game is really, really, really fast-paced, I think it makes for a perfect pace of Search and Destroy-ness. Just so that you could, you know, you could isolate situations. I've always looked at Search and Destroy as chess. If you look at each round, if you take out a guy, well, I know you took out a guy, so maybe I could take out you, and vice versa. And the initial rush routes that you go through, and then after that, it becomes a numbers game. How many people do you have left versus how many people you have? The best feeling in the world is fucking clutching it. The best feeling in the world, well, I mean, pussy's pretty bomb. But, I mean, the second best feeling in the world is, you know, is being in a clutch situation in Search and Destroy. And for whatever reason, I had a video where I was going completely ham, and it was a 1v5 situation, and I almost clutched it. But I think that, you know, almost doesn't count. Sit down, and the defuse. Nice little 7-0 start to begin the game. But no, seriously, man. Like search and destroy is like football, and the reason, and I'm talking about American football. I'm not talking about European football or soccer. I don't want to start that whole debate on what the names are. But American football, if you want to say, it's like, okay, on your mark, get set, go. Everyone go. All right, let's see what happens. And then the ball goes down, and then we try that again. Then you have 4 chances to do it. Boom. I hope I didn't really play Black Ops 3 Search and Destroy, partly because it was a long time before you get dead silence. We had limited time with the beta. But the cool thing that I saw was that they actually list like who's alive and who's dead or whatever, like how many people are left alive versus you. So if you're in a clutch situation, you don't have to hit that select button or start button or whatever. You can just go, boom, okay, I know that there's 3 people left, I'm the last person standing. But doesn't your dick get a little hard when it says, get to him, Marine, you're the only one left? Or I personally think it would be dope if you could, the announcer voices, why don't we have all the announcer voices from all the CODs, or maybe even just from the Treyarch CODs or whatever. So get the spike drone to your melon, son. Think about that. Let me know how that works out for you. I think it'd be fucking dope, dude, if we could have the voice announcer sounds from other Call of Duties. Because, like, me personally, my favorites is the COD4. My favorite game is COD4. Beating the Dead Bush, we get that. But I just remember playing COD4 and they're like, get to it, Marine. And there's this really, really, really weird sound at the start of some Search and Destroy games where it sounds like let's go, but it sounds like Rizzo. And it sounds like, honestly, it sounds like my roommate Jill yelling from the other room, Rizzo, like, come here, we need to do this or whatever, I don't know. But let's get to it. As the title says, this is a search and destroy game where I get 22 staberinos. Okay, remind me never to say the word staberinos because that sounds really like plumber porn awkward. Sit down. Oh, and this one is sexy. I wanted to make a point that you thought I was going to hit him with that spike drone, right? Nope. What about this one? Got him, coach. Got him, coach. Sit down. I feel so bad because that is a career ender, and he didn't get a proper retirement. He didn't get his final game. His career is just done. The poor noob's career is just done. But yeah, so this is my best search and destroy kill-wise that I've ever gotten. And it doesn't, I mean, with the whole number of rounds, it doesn't, that's like an asterisk, you know what I mean? That's asterisks on the thing saying how many kills that I got. Oh, sit down! I love the corners. I love Advanced Warfare, goddammit. I really do. Sit down, oh my god! You little purple shirt wearing, rodeo clown riding jerk face. Let me clear my throat. But yeah, man, so I end up getting 22 kills in this game and still lose. And I don't know if that's like a metaphor for life, man, but like I feel, obviously I could have maybe ran some better routes or whatever, but it's still 22 knife kills. That one's sexy. Sit down. Ooh, kill him, B, get him. And this guy, and then I don't know about you guys. I don't know if any of you guys still play Advanced Warfare. I do. Oh, that would have been so nasty if I would have got that. But I feel that sometimes when you're in a situation where you like spot someone and you have the little Metal Gear Solid, and like they get spotted, sometimes they'll jump and juke, and it's just like, fucking magician, where did you go? What happened to you? A lot of times I just give up. Like you'll see that. Like a lot of times I'll just be like, you know what? You're jumping through the moon and off walls and shit like that. I'm gonna let you be. I'm gonna go find another person. Maybe someone's sitting in the corner. 22 kills, but lost in the S and Ders. What the deuce diggler is going on here? I was deflated, like Patriots football. Couldn't believe it. I ranked up a lot. I did well. I knifed some people, and at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. As long as I knife people and annoy someone out there, my job is done. ONLYUSemeBLADE. Peace and butt grease. Mouse click. Anal. Blade, why do you always say hype after everything? Yawn hype. I heard a thing that if you yawn, a ghost sticks his dick in your mouth. This is Black Ops 1, a knife only when I stab them. Why do I always say hype? I always say hype because you can take the most mundane, boring things that you encounter, but you put hype behind it, and all of a sudden it's fucking exciting. Black Ops 1, knife only hype! Blade, we've seen this a million times. But if you say hype behind it, it's awesome. And I just got back from California, and while I was in California, I went to San Francisco to the Ubisoft, and I got to play Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and that's all I can say about it. Assassin's Creed Syndicate hype! That's all I can say about it. Later on, they're actually going to let me post some gameplay footage of me playing Assassin's Creed, and I'll have a bunch of videos. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I liked it. Blade likes a game besides Call of Duty hype! Guys, I'm going to be super annoying because I just feel fucking good, man. I've felt good for the last couple days. Traveling to California is always a fun time, especially on someone else's dime. And, you know, doing this stuff for the video games and doing stuff for the YouTube and the Twitch and the streaming, I think it's fucking cool, man. And I also, you know, if you guys don't like the commentary, there's a pretty ham-tacular streak that I go on. But I just feel refreshed, rejuvenized, and a lot of it is intake. And I had a quick realization that it's not just about the non-alcohol intake. Like, it's not just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna stop drinking the booze. And also, can I say that I'm not some fucking hero for giving up the sauce because you know what I mean? Like, I'm not some kind of like mythical creature or something. Oh my god, look at all those people. It's just something I gotta do. So let's just leave it at that. And also another thing, I wanted to, on a very, very somber note, I forgot to add something into that long-ass 30-minute video, and I can't believe I forgot to say something in a oh my god, that feed was sick! I forgot to say something in a 30-minute video, but Glock passing, rest in peace. Glock passing actually had kind of a major effect on it that, man, you know what I mean? What we be doing is dangerous, man. We be getting too hype sometimes, and too much hype is a problem. Yeah, so Assassin's Creed, dope. The reason why I said earlier that you have to kind of dictate what your intake hype is because I went out and had a meal, and it was greasy, and I came home, and I fucking just passed out. I passed the fuck out, dude. And I was just like, whoa, dude, you're not supposed to be taking naps, bro. You're not 65. And sometimes naps are bomb. But, yeah, man, so I'm moving probably Friday, so I'm probably going to be making several of those Assassin's Creed videos, and I'm also going to be doing the streaming. It's going to be the last little bit. And this ham-tacular streak, fuck what you're talking about, Blade. Your story sucked, Blade. Just knife people, that's what we came to see. Sit down. Oh my god, look at the feedage. Only a little race car. Oh, look, another feedage. He's hungry. He's hungry. He's going feeding. Oh my god, can he? You know what that means? The 8 means the black birdie. And then I'm actually going to keep on going. Go on, Blade. You can do it. Oh, get that tomahawk. Yeah, buddy. And then this guy, sit down, dude. Absolutely ham-tacular streak at the end of a Black Ops 1 Nuketown game. Can we get a ballistic knife? Vondar, bro. You're trolling me, man. Can we get a ballistic knife in the next Call of Duty? Can we, the BL3, maybe make that a level 51ers? That's my guess. I don't know. Maybe people are going to come back in this video and be like, Blade said that the ballistic knife was going to come a level 51 in Black Ops 3, and it did! That's my guess. I don't know. I have no inside knowledge. Vaughn, what's up, dude? You know, I'm always welcome to you welcoming me to playing Call of Duty early. Maybe for the Black Ops 4 in, like, 3 years. Or doesn't matter. ONLYUSemeBLADE, 33 Stabarinos in the Black Ops 1 Positivity hype. Let's fucking go. Let's do some streaming. Let's slam some gamma and do some streaming, son. Mouse click, bye.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Let's get into it. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. not out. If you check the link in the description, you'll be able to watch a trailer for it, and you'll be also able to order or pre-order or whatever you need to do in order to get the game. You may be going, wait a second, Assassin's Creed's not out yet, Blade. Did you time travel? No, I will quickly explain how I was fortunate enough to play Assassin's Creed, my position on it, and what this is. Ubisoft gave me permission to upload this. And also, I was able to get this because they invited me out to San Francisco, flew me out to San Francisco to play the game early with the idea that they gave me recording footage. There's a bunch of other people there. The only two people there's three people. Sniper Wolf was there, Marco J was there, and Straight Up Knives was there. What up, Chuck? Straight Up Knives. You guys are always comparing me to Straight Up Knives, but we're just two cool people. Straight Up Knives looks like motherfucking Zac Efron, don't you think? I don't know. Not gay or anything, that's what he looks like to me. Straight Up Knives is an awesome dude. Cool people. Ubisoft was cool people to fly me out to San Francisco in order to play it. But here's the thing. I'm not for sale. I have integrity. I have subscriber trust. So if this game was something that I didn't like, I would tell you. I kind of went through that same thing with Titanfall during an event where I got to play Titanfall earlier. I gave my honest opinions about that, and they weren't positive, if that makes sense. Because I'd rather be honest to you than to sell it to the peoples, sell it to the big evil corporations. But Ubisoft's not a big evil corporation. They're actually pretty cool for flying me out, allowing me to play, allowing me to capture footage, and allowing me to bring it to you before the game's even out. So, that being said, my honest opinion of the game is that it's fucking fun. Sorry for swearing. It is fun. Like, I never really got into Assassin's Creed games, but for the 4 or so hours that I got to play it and capture footage of it, at first, I was horrible. At first, I was clumsy. During this footage that I'm showing you right now, where I'm actually completing one of the levels or one of the missions within the city, you could see me kind of go into stealth mode when I thought I was going to be able to run, and that's just because I'm so used to. I don't want to say that I'm used to the Call of Duty controls, because this is obviously isn't a Call of Duty game. This is kind of like a Grand Theft Auto-esque game where it's an open world sandbox type of situation. But I don't want to compare the two. I'm just talking about as far as the controls. So this game's on PS4, or at least the build that I played was on PS4. And also, this build is not complete. This is kind of a representation, but it's more so like, let's say you're working on a cool project and you're like, hey, dude, check this out. This isn't the final thing, but I want you to check out what I have so far. As far as the smoothness of the controls, and as far as like the smoothness of the game, it felt like a ready-to-go game. To me, at least, there was never any issue where I'm like, oh, that's a bug, or that needs to get fixed, or that needs to change, or whatever. I found myself, after about an hour of playing, just immersed into it. There was some parts that were frustrating at the very, very beginning, but that's only because I am not really familiar with the Assassin's Creed game and the controls and stuff like that. But once I got more fluid, the ability to jump onto walls into parkour all over the map is insane. Like, that part of it is awesome, because there's a time that you want to get from one place to another. You could take the normal, streets or whatnot, but a lot of times parkouring from building to building, it just seemed fluid, man. It just seemed like a real fluid, awesome experience. So obviously it's Assassin's Creed. If it does force you to play in a certain way where you need to be stealthy, i.e. you need to take people out from behind, you need to approach every situation as if it's real life in order to not alert the other enemies that you might come into. Obviously different missions have different agendas as far as what is the best way to go about it. As I was playing this game, I thought that you had to be 100% stealth, i.e. if the enemy got alerted that you were in the area and that you were trying to hurt their buddies, their friends, then the enemies are so good they're just going to kill you. You can still handle missions, at least the missions that I played, with, I'm not saying gung-ho, but I'm saying trying to get situations where it's one-on-one and you can take out either by countering or punching or throwing down or whatever. This is your sensibility where you can kind of see people, and then you kind of take it out like that. As you play the game, they give you a lot of different options as far as, you know, what is the best way to approach something, i.e. during this in a little bit you're going to see that the game's actually going to tell me that there's going to be lookouts. If you're able to scan and find out where the lookouts are, it's better to take out the lookouts before you try to go gung-ho and take out the other enemies. The game's a sandbox game, i.e. you can do a lot of stuff. There's actually this Fight Club thing that I wasn't able to get footage of because I didn't know how to get to it. But like, see right here, the game's like, you know, there's lookouts. If you eliminate the enemy lookouts to avoid reinforcements, i.e. them, hey, I can't whistle. What's that thing where people put their fingers in their mouth, they whistle? I can never do that. I don't know. But basically, right here, I see that there are 2 lookouts that I could take out, and then once I take out those 2 lookouts, then they're not going to give more reinforcements, which is pretty dope. So, I don't know. I like the stealthiness of it. I like that there's multiple different ways to beat a level, and also there are 2 characters in the game. I think they're brother and sister. I don't pay attention to cutscenes. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not into cutscenes. If there's an ability, like at first I thought that you had to watch the cutscenes when I played this game, but like, I don't know about you guys. If you ever run into a situation where you run into a cutscene and you're like, you skip it, and then all of a sudden you're in a really weird predicament, like, how did I get here? It's like, wait a second, I probably should have watched the cutscene. So, guys, if you dig Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and I have probably like about an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of footage. A lot of it's gonna be failing or whatever. I can upload it. Just let me know in the comments or by supporting the video with like likes or favorites or shares or whatever. If there's a good response to this, then I'll definitely upload some more Assassin's Creed Syndicate footage. Besides that, ONLYUSemeBLADE, peace and butt crease, mouse click.
Our city will die. We take over Starrick's gangs, we cripple his control.
We will free London from a city ruled by Templars.
Weapons? No, thank you. I've got my own.
Available October 23rd.